Hello everybody. Hi, how you doing today? I'm sorry, I keep looking down. I've been talking about it for so long, so I'm like, my anticipation and my anxiety is through the roof right now. Tomorrow, it's no particular day. It's just a random day that I chose to go. I was going to go on the 8th, but I'm like, I want to just let y'all know what's going on with me. So much has been going on with me. I'm in and out on Facebook and Instagram or whatever, but what I do want to let y'all know is, like, I'm standing strong and firm on what I believe. And a lot has transpired over the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, last year. Like, it's never ending. So when one thing happened, it's always something else gonna come and happen right behind that. So it's like you don't get no relief. Like, sometimes you be like, oh, okay, that storm done passed, but let's keep it quiet. Let's stay out of folks' way. Let's stay out the way, and nothing else is gonna happen. That's not the truth. Something is always coming up. But I want to touch bases on tomorrow. So I've been writing a book. For almost 6-7 years. I keep saying 6 years. I tell everybody 6 years, but it's been about 6 years. I'm gonna say 6 years. So anyway, 6 years. Got back into it. Finished writing it. I finalized writing the book or whatever, and I'm still, like, right now, I'm proofreading and I'm editing it. Who else better to do it but myself, That's what I wanted to do. And I also wanted to finalize because I've never been to where my mother's been. People know my story. Some people know my story. I put it out there on Facebook, Instagram. I put it out there, like, because it's a story that needs to be shared. And I was one of the people that suffered in silence, like, really suffered my whole growing up, and kept it to myself and still put on a face. And I do it to this day as an adult. But let me not say I do it to this day, but right now I've stopped doing that. Actually, I see a therapist, and it makes me feel good to see a therapist. Like, honestly, like, all of the childhood trauma and even adult trauma that I experienced, I should have been on somebody's table, somebody's chair, whatever the case may be, talking. I just never talked about it because, again, it's a stigma in our culture, black culture, that, oh, you crazy if you go talk to somebody, or you on some medication to help you get your mind together. Well, let me say this. I've had postpartum depression twice with my daughter and with my son. So that didn't start. No, let me say that. I've always been under mental health. My mental health has always been affected just from 72, when I was abandoned, 3 days old. My mom was in the Odyssey house in New York City, Wards Island. You guys know about that. Whoever knows about it, Wards Island was Odyssey house. She was in there for young lady. She was 22 when she had me. She was pregnant, rather, and 22 when she did have me, right? And she had me at Flower Fifth Avenue Hospital, which is no longer there, but Odyssey House is still there on Randall's Island. It's big. It's grew over the years. It started in 1967. So that being said, a lot of this stuff is in my book, but tomorrow, because I never knew none of my mom's side of the family, none of them. Only person I've ever met was my cousin Tiana and her mother, which was my Aunt Eartha, God bless her soul. And I was even under the impression that she wasn't even related to us, because you know how we grew up early on in life. I'm sorry. You know how we grew up early on in life, and it was always, that's your uncle, that's your aunt, that's your sister. But I know who my real blood family is. I do know. I do know now. I know. Who was my family, who wasn't. My aunt was my family. That was my mother's sister. Had I not had my cousin take that DNA, that ancestry DNA, back then a couple of years ago, I'll still be in but she did take it, and it came back. She was my first cousin. So she's my cousin. But there were some ancestors off my maternal side, my mother's side, that popped up, and they were hard to reach. Still to this day, I hit them, nothing. They don't, I guess they ain't never been back on Ancestry since they, started their profile. Or, COVID came along and killed a couple of people, and, I'll never know. But what I do know is that, my mom was born in Mecklenburg County. Her mother was born in York County, South Carolina. And that's Charlotte for North Carolina. My mom was born. So I'm about to hit the road tomorrow. I'm hitting the road tomorrow. And I'm going to North Carolina to the Department of Health. Because my mother's name is not my mother's name. That's what I'm getting, because it's either spelt wrong from 51, the year 51, or it's just not her name. That's not her government name. Because on her death certificate, it says one thing, right? And I'm not able to get her school records, because those records, a lot of things just ain't there no more. Because even though stuff updated over the years, any records, because I try to get my mother's funeral records. I was able to talk to the people. The funeral home is still there, but those records not even assigned in the book. They don't even have the book no more. Oh God, I'm tired. I'm trying to get this money. I've been out here all day since 5 o'clock. But anyway, I don't think I'm gonna go back out. But anyway, so tomorrow I'm going to the Mecklenburg Department of Health and try to get. I'm gonna vlog it tomorrow. Vlog it, blog it, whatever y'all call it. I'm gonna video it tomorrow. I'm gonna get up early in the morning. I want to be the first one in there, and I also want to go to the address that's on my grandmother's death certificate, because for what I'm getting at, it's still family that still live in that house, and that house was my grandmother's, in my mother and grandmother's, that was in the family. And I'm gonna go to the deed office too to see, because for what I'm getting at, I remember some time ago, but I didn't know if I was correct, that some lawyer sent me some papers saying that my grandmother had a property and that it was some money that was left over, and they sent me some documents, and I never followed up on it. So I'm gonna go back to the birth certificate office, that's for one, to get my mother's correct, birth certificate. I have all the documentation that I'm gonna need, because the lady kept telling me, because I tried to do it online, and she told me, you gotta go inside. I've been talking about it on my YouTube page. You gotta come inside because you're not writing something correct, and you bring everything that you have. So I'm going, basically my ID and all my death certificate and birth certificate, I got original copies of everything, and I'm going up there and I'm gonna find out what's going on. I'm gonna go to the birth certificate office for my mom's birth certificate, and I'm gonna go to the deeds office for my grandmother's records for at property, to see if any property or anything was left. If it's an inch of property left, I want it. I want in, because it's rightfully so mine, just as well as everybody else. And sometimes if nobody claims it, people take it, and I can fight for it and get it back. I can. I don't have the means to do it right now, but I can get some money off of that. I can, I'm the relative, and I'm just finding out, so I'm gonna see where I stand at, because things happened years ago. Like, I'm not able to sue the school system. I'm not able to sue which is the Board of Ed, Bureau of Welfare. I can't sue none of them people because I was over 18. Had I known that, I would have did that shit by the time I was 18. I sure would have. I would have had a bag. I would have ran through it though, but I still would have had a bag. At the end of the day, it was like, those are laws that need to be changed. Like, you should be able to sue somebody regardless, because that money is long money. Like the priests that touch the kids, people go back into the priests and they go sue those people and they get money. I'm just trying to figure out why Board of Education and Department of Welfare is totally different, that you can't go back in and sue them. Because men that's made it to like 100, not 100, but like in their 40s and stuff like that, They were able to go back and sue them people way after 18. So I'm thinking some laws need to be changed, and those are laws that need to be changed. But wish me luck tomorrow. I'm looking forward to. And listen, your girl is broke. I'm not broke. Let me not say that. I'm going up there because I done talked about it for so long, and it's time. And tomorrow is the day. I got a free day. I'm gonna go do it. Go up there. Just a little couple of hours up the road. I'm gonna go do this and get the answers that I need. Take some pictures, and I'll keep you guys posted and let you know what happens.